Everybody. Welcome back to another week of Crack Kills Football, the final week of the 2022 season, and, of course, a bit of a dark cloud on our final week. Obviously an unprecedented situation last week. Most of all, disappointed in the teams for not finishing the game. Any of us soccer fans have watched multiple players collapse on the field due to heart-related issues. Most recently, Christian Eriksen collapsing during the first group stage match of the 2020 Euros for Denmark, receiving the paddles. Denmark finished the game that night. I thought these NFL players were supposed to be tough. I don't want to hear about soccer players not being tough anymore. These guys, they finished the game. These guys have had heart issues on the field. They finished the game. As far as the situation went, I really tried all I could to try to give Kwan the win. But I just couldn't come up with anything that worked. I tried an optimal lineup. Kwan would still lose. I tried an average of the 3 games the Bills had played in since the bye for both Allen and Diggs. Kwan would still lose. I just couldn't come up with any solution that would close a 27 to be exact, point gap, and not have it be very subjective. And so in the end, I took the hands-off approach, which is what I'll do in the future if this ever happens again. Hopefully it won't. But, just sucks. I mean, on the bright side, wasn't a championship game. Maybe that doesn't make it any better, but, as someone who has had bad luck for 17 years of crack kills, I can empathize. But now, let's take a look at the 2 things that we're going to watch for in the 2 games today in the final and the Shit Bowl final. First of all, quick hit number 1. Team of Destiny. Mean Genes entered the playoffs with quite possibly one of their worst teams ever. Forgetting the internet predators era of the Genes, but one of the worst Mean Genes teams ever. Decimated by injuries. Of course, Cooper Kupp, Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo, other players, Deebo Samuel. Rough year for the Genes. Snuck by no comment thanks to 3 fumbles, one of which shouldn't have counted. We know what happened versus King Kwan. Now, the Genes facing a Superfly team without Lamar Jackson. Josh Jacobs only 5 points. If the Genes have become the Patriots of the Crack Kills League, we may look back at last week as their Tuck Rule game. Now we'll see if the Tuck Rule for the Genes leads to another championship. On the other side, Superfly, the number 2 seed, a very good team, also dealing with injuries. Should be a fun one today. I think everyone's going to be rooting against the Genes. Well, we'll see. Good season for both teams, though, and a good season for all the playoff teams. And again, just unfortunate that this is how we got to the final, but happy again that it is our final this week. On the other side, the Shit Bowl. All Business has been one of the hottest teams down the stretch. Just missed the playoffs. Really looking for that number 1 pick for 2023. And the Fugitives, a similar team. Looking for that number 1 pick. Maybe trying to claw out of some rough seasons lately. Both teams playing hard for that number 1 pick. Something to build on for 23. Should be a good game. I think the Fugitives are going to be without a quarterback, but we'll see how that goes. Next, payments. Gonna get everybody paid tomorrow, hopefully. Might have to do some contacting, jumping through a few hoops for some of these high score payments. But as far as Genes, Flies, Quan, who have taking home, big money, I'll get those teams paid tomorrow. So I'll be reaching out to you three, try to figure out the quickest and easiest way to get everyone paid. I would prefer if I could just send the money via Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, whatever. But if not, come up with another solution. Finally, players to watch. There's going to be two. In the championship game, it's Deebo Samuel. Deebo has missed the last 3 games. Only 4 double-digit games the whole season for Deebo Samuel, though. The Genes have turned to him again, taking a risk, and if they want to win, they're going to need Deebo Samuel today. They're going to need him to be back to his 2021 form. I'll see if that can happen. And on the other side, it's DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf, first single-digit game since week 7 last week. Kind of a quiet, good season for DK. Only the 4th single-digit game of the season. So DK Metcalf has many single-digit games as Deebo had double-digit games. Who would have predicted that before the year? And the Seahawks in a must-win. So it's going to have to be a DK show today. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. No comment. Still licking their wounds from the first round. Still wondering what I'm going to need to do to ever win a playoff game, win a Crack Hills title. I don't think it's ever going to happen. But thanks again for another great season of Crack Hills football. Maybe not the ending we all would have liked, but we made it. We made it. And I'm already getting ready for 2023. I've already started scoping out some draft picks. So that's really all I got. Thanks again to all 12 teams who played. Good luck to all 12 teams today and with everything in the future. Let's have a good final week. Let's go, guys. Crack Hills 2022 season. 7 hours to go. 9 hours to go. Let's go.